Jeremiah V, let's enhance the world. Say no more. Say what? Say no more. Yo, today I'm gonna be doing a mukbang. Mukbang. I finally looked up what how you say mukbang. 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 I've been saying it wrong for a very long time. I looked up how to actually pronounce it because I know I know where it came from. I don't want to offend nobody, so I had to look it up. I was like, make sure I'm saying this right because I keep hearing seeing mukbang, mukbang, muckybang. It's mukbang, from my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's mukbang, mukbang. That's how you pronounce it. Anyways, I'm gonna be eating on camera, and I got some Chipotle. I got some Chipotle. It's vegan. I got the sofritas, you know, the sofritas, and it's been sitting out, so it's probably cold now. I've been doing it, waiting. So I'm gonna be eating that and talking. I got a lot on my mind right now. I'm actually one of the things that I've been working on is trying to be more. Um, I'm going to be doing more. I'm creating content almost like every day now. And one thing that I don't want to be is I don't want to dwell in my procrastination. So editing, working, and creating takes a lot of time. And on top of that, I suffer from clinical depression, and a lot of times I got a lot on my mind. I get overwhelmed very easily. So sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I get distracted and I start doing stuff that I'm not that makes it even tougher for me. So one thing that I said what I wasn't gonna do is I just wasn't if I haven't done a video in a while, and I just like a day or two, and I'm if I'm not editing or something like that, if I'm not editing or something like that, I start to feel like I'm procrastinating. That's when the procrastination starts to come in. And when you're starting from beginning, like I am with my YouTube channel, and you only see 11 subscribers, you're not really as motivated yet. So my channel ain't there yet, but I know it's gonna get there eventually. I just got to be consistent, and I gotta, you know, look at the right keywords and stuff like that before I get the following. Cause I'm starting to become more popular locally, but it just like on my social media, it just don't always reflect that. So I just got to be consistent, and that's what I'm doing right now. Just every time I get something for the channel, my light went off. Every time I get some type of like food or something, vegan food, cause I do food reviews and vegan blogs and lifestyle blogs and stuff like that. I have to make some kind of content of it. So since I was getting something to eat, I said, you know what, I might as well just create a mukbang. So that's what I'm doing right now, just talking. And everybody know I can talk all day. And that's one of my talents. What's crazy is when I used to do camera, for some reason when I get on camera, my personality never reflected on how I was on camera until now. Like recently, like it's starting to get like when people starting to see me, like I used to have like I run a digital marketing agency before all of this, right? Where I just talk about how people can generate leads, marketing and stuff like that. And I was always really professional. So, and when I do these videos, when I do these lives and I'm educating people on how they can market and do stuff like that, I never cracked jokes. I never was like, I wasn't really too sarcastic like that. But now I'm like, all that professional stuff, I kind of, I'm not going to say everything that's on my mind, but I'm way more sillier and cornier. Like I'm reflecting on who I am now. So talking ain't not a problem for me now because I just say whatever I think. And at first, when I used to do videos, I could say like it'd take me forever to come up with something. Now on my business channel, it take me forever to come up with something. But now, cause I got a personal brand now, it ain't that hard for me to come up with a video. Cause you can put the mukbang, you can put the camera on right now, and by the end of this video, I'm gonna be able to come up with a title, and it'll be up just as entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I can talk, but look, This is the Chipotle. Can y'all see it? Chipotle. Um, it got sofritas, which is the like almost it's like tofu, like meat. Tastes like ground beef. It's real good. You got the rice. I got brown and white rice. And then I got black bean and brown bean rice. And then I usually get lettuce. I should have put some sauce or something, some hot sauce in it. But the lettuce looked real bad when I seen it. I was like, she was like, "Do you want lettuce?" I was like, "Nah, I want none of that lettuce. That lettuce looked like it was going bad." So I said, "Hold on, the lettuce." But I really wanted some. Then I got the chips, so I'm just eating that. What y'all do today? Hmm. All right. So I'm gonna be working from home now. So maybe I'm gonna be able to create more content since I supposed to be working from home. I got a another computer specifically for that I really did want that I really couldn't buy, shouldn't buy, but I got it because the computer that I'm on now, for some reason, it won't let me download the Google Chrome server, the Google Chrome web browser. I don't know why. It won't let me download the Google Chrome web browser. Every time I download it and I use the Google Chrome web browser, it'll let me get on for like 5 seconds and then it kick me off. But most companies, to use the software, they want you to have Google Chrome web browser, which I don't know why. Why is everybody so crazy about the damn Google Chrome web browser? I don't know. Yeah. I'm also trying to get my Instagram up, working on that. That's exhausting. Like building a following when you got work to get to your dream is so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. When you're like, what's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm probably gonna get into a rant. When you have something that you want to achieve, I talk about this all the time. When you have something that you want to achieve, you're going to have to be able to push through the fatigue, right? Like, you can't really get wrapped into the beginning stages when you're first starting something initially. Because what's going to happen is most people, when they start something that they're passionate about or that they believe in, no matter what it is, a business, a job, a lifestyle that you want to obtain, whatever it is, when you're first starting it, it's exciting, right? It's kind of exciting because you got a goal in your head, you got a destination that you want to see yourself in. But when you start doing it, it's okay. But when you start experiencing obstacles that you face, it starts to become discouraging for a lot of people, including myself, right? It starts to become difficult, start to become challenging. You start to get burnt out and exhausted because you're not getting the results fast enough, especially when it comes to people who run a business. If you want to start a business or something like that, the results don't come fast enough, right? So what happens is you go get a job and you start getting wrapped up in that job because that job gives you money like this. They give you money like that most of the time. Even though even though they had got all of the leverage, you feel like you got the leverage because the money coming in like this. When you starting a business or something like that, it don't happen like that. Now, eventually, you reap from what you sow. After putting in that work, you eventually will get that money if you do it right. If you go about it the right way, you start learning how to actually do different things. Eventually, it can break through, and you can benefit it. you can benefit from it 10 times more than you would benefit from working a regular 9 to 5 job, because there ain't no cap. Ain't no cap. You got to deal with no politics a lot of the times. Angie just gave this person a raise, or she getting your manager getting on your nerves or something like that. You don't really got to deal with that if you're the boss, right? But we don't want to go through that a lot of the times. That's hard for us to actually go through the business stuff, because the learning experience, the learning curve is so exhausting. I know, telling you, it's so exhausting. And then you want to just focus on what you want to focus on and not have to worry about other stuff. But guess what? When you an adult, now if you a kid or something like that, okay. But if you an adult and you got obligations, you got children, you got a family, you don't have time and you can't afford to sit back and just focus 100% on your business and go all in. And a lot of the times, we don't have financial classes in schools that teach us this kind of stuff anyways. So we don't know how we can save or stuff like that. We don't believe in saving because we never saw it benefit from us. Nobody never taught us that. So we don't know that we should be saving while we're in high school, we're living with our parents or stuff like that if they're not charging us rent or something. We don't think about that, right? Savings is Saving is important. So for those people who are able to save, and that's another thing, people think that the people who can't save, a lot of who can save don't look at it as them being able to save because they got other obligations and stuff like that still. They always say they can't afford to save. But a lot of times you can save. You just don't know you can save. That's that's a fact too. Like, you got bills coming up, but there's a lot of times, especially through the pandemic, you got grace periods. So by the time that grace period is up, you got another paycheck coming, so you don't even need to touch that money anyway a lot of the time. So a lot of people don't think about that kind of stuff as well. If you're in a position where you're not able to save, especially if you got children and stuff like that, sometimes you gotta use that grace period. You know what I mean? You got a car note, they might give you, depending on where you get your car from, they might give you 10 to 12 days, or they might be able to defer your payment onto the next month or whatever due to the pandemic, because everybody's experiencing this. I heard California, they just extended it to 3 months. That's crazy to me. But anyway, they just extended it to 3 months or whatever. So, you know, there's ways around certain things that we're not really educated on. If we, because we don't have, my parents grew up kind of poor. You know what I mean? They really didn't teach me that. I'm learning this stuff hands on, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. So I'm kind of ranting, but you got to be able to push through the fatigue. You got to be able to push through all of that stuff that you want to accomplish and problem solve. If you want to be an entrepreneur, I'm talking about people for entrepreneurs now, but really anybody. If you want, you got to be able to problem solve. That's an entrepreneurial mindset. It's okay to have an entrepreneurial mindset. You don't even have to necessarily have a business to have that mindset to where you can solve a problem. That's what entrepreneurs do. Everything that's in this apartment here, everything that you're looking at me on, this microphone, this light right here, these blankets, it all come from a problem that needed to be solved according to somebody else, right? It first originally came as an idea, and it manifested into something else. And then why it became an idea, that person who created that actually went about the steps to make it happen. And I know it didn't happen overnight, where all of this stuff that I bought it from, where all these things that wherever it was created and distributed, I know it didn't happen overnight. I know it didn't happen overnight. I'll put everything I got. I'll put everything I got to say none of this stuff that we seeing right now did not happen overnight. All of this stuff because I know for a fact, like, when people, just for having a product in Walmart, if you're a new vendor, it takes forever. It could take years to get on the shelves. You got so many things to compete with, so much competition. I know when something getting in Walmarts and stuff like that, because they get so many customers, people just can't wait to get their product in there. You know, but that stuff take time. And you got to be able to. You gotta have the You gotta have the tough skin to be able to 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 endure all of that. And I'm saying this because I I feel like I have to do it too. And that's why I'm doing this content, because when it comes to the message, when it comes to the whole vegan lifestyle thing and entrepreneurial lifestyle, I plan on doing something with this following that I have. Once I reach a certain level, there's a certain thing that I'm going to be doing with my influence. So I look at it as it being tied to something bigger than me, actually. Something that I'm passionate about doing, but something that can impact millions of people potentially. So that's what gets me up. And sometimes that's what you need to do. You need to attach your you need to attach what you want to do deeper than something that is on the surface level. Let's say you want to lose weight, right? You want to get in shape. Why you want to get in shape? Other than just being healthier. Because a lot of times for a lot of people, losing weight is not enough. It's not enough. It's not a good enough reason, in my personal opinion. For most people, because I'm trying to relate to most people. Most people getting into shape is not enough of a reason. Like that, you gotta attach it to something else other than me just want to be losing weight. You gotta attach it to something deeper than that. You know what I mean? Because we all flawed. I think we all subconsciously know that we all flawed. And some stuff we just okay with. We just content with. We not okay with it, but we content with it because it's familiar with us. He's like, it is what it is. I'm just gonna live my life. I ain't gonna worry about this. I'm gonna worry about something else and focus on that type of thing, right? But why do you want to lose weight though? Like attach it to something deeper. Is it because you haven't been able to play with your children because of the fact that you get out of shape, and you want to be able to share those memories with them when they get older, so they won't potentially experience the same trauma that you had with your parents, just as an example, you know what I mean, deeper. Or you want to lose weight because you have some insecurities about yourself, and you feel like you'll be way more confident when if you lose that weight because of traumatic experiences that you faced while you were in school or something like that. You were tired of not being able to get on an airplane and sit in a chair next to somebody. Not, or you have to get two seats or something like that to get on the airplane. Or um, you know, you just was insecure. You was tired of seeing whatever you was tired of seeing, and you feel like you become more confident. You feel like you become more confident if you lose that. If you become more confident, everything else will fall into place, right? When you become more confident, you become a better leader. You become more confident, which means that, yeah, when you become more confident, you become a better leader, which means that more opportunities can potentially come your way if you are able to lead and you want to lead. Things can get done in a better way. I'm just saying that as an example. If you're able to attach something to something deeper or not. So that's why it's so important to not quit. As cliche as that may sound, because that's cliche. You can't quit. When you have nothing else to believe in, you believe in you. I don't know if y'all see my eyes. I got quotes on my dresser. I painted my dresser purple and orange, right? My whole color scheme of my apartment is purple and orange. And when everybody come in, you gotta when I have guests over, I have them a lot of times sign my shelf or sign my furniture or something like that, and they have a quote. They'll put a quote, sign a name or something like that. And somebody put that there. I don't know who put that there. When you have nothing else to believe in, you believe in you. That's crazy how I read that and it just came just like that. Like it just came into what I was talking about just by me just freestyling, talking and eating. That's crazy. But I'm good on affirmations. I'm real big on affirmations. Let me see. Let me see another one. I am open to receive unlimited amount of generational wealth. Shout out to Jawan, my boy Jawan Cap, he a comedian. I like that quote. Let me read some quotes for y'all. Creativity is the most important leadership skill. Create. That's one that I really like. Creativity is the friend. It's another one that I can't remember. It's like creativity is the friend of something. What did he say? Creativity. I wrote down all of these quotes. Damn. Something about creativity is damn. I can't not remember what they said. Creativity is the friend of restrictions. Restrictions is the friend of creativity. They were saying the more restricted you are, and this, again, this ties into what I'm saying. The more restricted you are, a lot of the times, the more creative you 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 become, right? So all of these inventions, again, when all of these inventions are created, it came from an idea. A lot of times it's solving a problem. Damn, this is crazy how all of this is tying into what I'm saying. All these affirmations, I put affirmations all over that apply to me. So now I'm just like, it's easy for me. It's easy for me because all of this stuff is just a part of who I am. So I put all of these affirmations. So when I'm talking about something that I believe in and I'm passionate about, like what I'm talking about now, it just flip off. It just rub off so good. So this might be somebody need to hear this. Somebody need to hear this. I ain't silly right now. I'm silly. I do comedy and do all these funny blogs, but I got sense. I'm trying to find another one. What's another one? Your healing is in your future, not your past. Kind of like that one. That's based on perspective. A lot of times, maybe that might hit somebody too. They be like, "Ooh, I don't know." That's not hitting. But anyway, I've been talking for like 23 minutes now, so I'm full. I'm gonna say this for later. If anybody can eat a Chipotle burrito and not make a mess, I give you $10. I'm talking, and this not a burrito, this is a bowl. Like I'm talking about with no bowl or nothing. You just eat it without the aluminum foil. Don't cheat, and just eat it without making no mess. That should be a challenge. That should definitely be a challenge. But I'm getting ready to head out of here. I got stuff I gotta do, stuff I gotta work on. Now I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace and hair grease.